Hi, I'm Naomi and welcome to Sunny Side Up. Hi everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Sunny Side Up, and I have my good friend Chanie Apfelbaum.
So excited to be here.
Busy in Brooklyn on the show, cookbook author of Millennial Kosher, sold tens of thousands of books. It is such a fabulous book, and I'm so happy for all your experiences and all your travels that you've done.
Thank you so much.
On book tour.
Thank you.
And now I've stolen her away to be in the kitchen on Sunny Side Up. Okay.
It's great to be here, and I feel like when we're busy in Brooklyn in the winter, it's freezing.
Yeah.
And we need like some hearty chili to warm us up.
I do.
So
agree.
Yes, and we're a big bean family in my house.
Okay.
So I love making chili for dinner. It's just like throw everything in a pot. You don't have to babysit it. You just leave it there.
And the kids are down for all of that.
Totally. And the longer it cooks, the better it gets. So it's like, it's pretty foolproof. This is going to be a chorizo chocolate chili.
What's chorizo sausages?
So chorizo is like a spicy flavored sausage. And there's different types of chorizo, the Spanish chorizo and Mexican chorizo. So just one is raw and one is cured. We're going to use, usually the kosher sausage that we find is a cured sausage, so that's what we're going to use. But we're actually going to start off the heat in a cold pan.
Oh.
And I love doing that with sausages because it helps slowly render out the fat. So we're just going to stick it in the pan, and then we'll turn on the heat on low.
Should I do it now?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Click. And I'm going to put it on low.
We're going to let it slowly render out that fat. So when you're cooking up the chorizo, it really depends on the brand that you use. This one wasn't so fatty, so we don't have that much fat. So we're going to remove this, and we're going to add a little bit of olive oil. But we still have, you see all that brown, all the nice fond, bits. What they call the fond, which is the flavor that we leave in the pan after we saute. So we're just going to add a little, I love this. That they have
it's a great spout.
That's great.
Okay.
Can you smell that already?
Yeah, that smells so amazing.
Good. Okay. You want to do the honors?
I would love to. You ready for the sizzle? 1, 2, 3.
The best. The best.
Right? It's the best sounding cookie.
So good. So we're just going to saute this up until it's like translucent. So we're going to add some fresh garlic.
Okay, how many cloves of garlic is there?
There's 4 cloves in here.
4 cloves. You cannot go wrong.
And then we're going to add some chopped red pepper. You want to grab the green pepper?
I will. In we go.
Yep.
So onions, garlic, peppers. It's already got great color.
Yeah, so I really love that because chili is usually like brown. And it just adds little pops of color. Okay, we're going to take out the veggies now because we want to be able to saute up.
Also, you want the meat to brown, not get steamed. You don't want it to steam, you want it to brown. Without adding any more oil, just throw in the meat.
Yeah, we got plenty in there. I let it kind of sit so it develops a nice sear. Otherwise, if you're moving it around too much, you don't give it that chance to get really good flavor. So whenever you're cooking meat, whenever you want to get that flavor because you get the browning, caramelizes the surface of the meat, the Maillard reaction, right? So break it up, let it sit there, and let it just
do its thing.
Do its thing, yeah.
So this is nice and brown. What's the next step?
Okay, we're going to start adding everything back to the pan. So here we got our chorizo. Get the veggies in. And you want to grab those beans?
I will. That goes in too?
Yep.
All of them?
Yep. That's a lot of beans.
It's a lot of chili.
It is. And you know what? It freezes.
Looks amazing.
It freezes great, so that's really nice. We're going to add some brown sugar, some paprika, cumin, lots of cumin.
I love cumin.
That's like your favorite spice.
That's my favorite spice.
Oregano.
I'll translate.
And cinnamon, which is kind of interesting.
I love that. Cinnamon and cumin are like
and
beautiful.
Chocolate, because it's a chocolate chili.
Chocolate! We are adding chocolate in here. Go ahead,
add that in, and then we're going to add this new Tuscanini Crushed Tomatoes. Look how cool this jar is. I love it.
I know. I want to like drink it.
I love anything in a glass jar. Look at the colors. I love the colors in here.
It's beautiful.
So we're gonna let that cook down a little bit and get really nice and saucy, and then we're gonna add the chocolate. So what's really great about chili is that it's so customizable. Like if you don't like peppers, leave them out. If you want it a little bit spicier, add some jalapeno. If you want to add more tomatoes, you can add that. If you want like a really rich tomato flavor, add tomato paste. So like,
or you can even do whole tomatoes crushed up.
Yes, I've done that as well. Because it sits and simmers for so long, anything works. It's not like you can mess it up, because you really can. So we're gonna cover that, and we're gonna let that. We're also gonna add a nice squeeze of lime juice at the end. That's gonna just cut through the heaviness and give us a little bit of brightness. So we'll put this on low, and we're gonna let it simmer. Okay, so now we are gonna make the tostones. I love these, they're so good. So this is what a plantain looks like. And what's really interesting is you can make so many different things depending on how ripe the plantain is.
It totally looks like a green banana.
This is a green, it's a green plantain. Okay, so this is the way that you peel a plantain, okay?
You
cut each end off.
Slice the ends.
And then you want to follow just the natural angle with your knife and just cut right there, but you don't want to cut all the way through. So just to give you a little bit of
peel, so you can peel it.
Yeah. Now you want to take your hands and kind of wiggle them underneath the skin to peel it. This one's working really well. We're going to cut it on a little bit of an angle, kind of into chunks, okay?
So about half an inch, a centimeter.
Yeah. And we're going to fry them. So our heat should be...
We're not even battering them now. Literally going straight into the frying pan.
Straight into the fryer.
You want that magic number of nice high heat, but not burning. Do they get brown?
Yeah, just a little bit, but they're going to fry the second time. So really what you're trying to do here is cook them through.
Well, if you can double fry, why not?
Okay, so I'm going to flip them over. You see they're already starting to brown.
Oh, interesting.
So I like to drain them on paper towels.
How does a nice Ashkenazi girl from Brooklyn learn all about plantains?
I love ethnic cuisine, anything ethnic, and I realize, that's really my whole philosophy on cooking in the kosher, in the millennial age, in the kosher kitchen is, the only way to really not look at cooking as a chore, because we're in the kitchen every Friday and every yontif, is step out of your comfort zone. Right now we're going to take it, and you can use 2 cutting boards, you can use a plate, the back of a plate, you can actually buy a press. And they have plantain presses. I'm actually going to put parchment paper underneath so it doesn't stick to the cutting board. I'm going to stick another one on top, and we're just going to go ahead and press.
Ta-da! The big reveal. You ready?
Now,
honey,
we got
this
chip. That's going to be so amazing.
Okay, can I do one?
Okay, so yeah, so we're going to do that.
Can I do 2 now?
Do all of them. Do them. Yeah, just give yourself room so
they grow. Okay.
Yeah.
See. This is really cool, guys.
Isn't it fun?
Yes. Oh, yay! And then we use a spatula.
You can even use, by the way, the back of a cup. So all those things work. Our oil's starting to shimmer, so I think that we can go ahead and add it right back in. We got the nice sizzle in there.
I love that sizzle.
Yes. Okay, we don't want to overcrowd the pan, so I think that's good.
Yeah, lowers the oil temperature.
And now, the first time I drained it on paper towels because I knew we were frying it a second time, but this time we're going to use a rack.
What does a rack do for us?
The oil's going to drip off and they're going to stay nice and crispy. Now we're looking for some nice browning. And you see we got that.
Right, and it actually goes quite quickly.
It does.
This is fantastic, honey.
And you can finish this with like a little bit of lime juice, fresh squeezed lime. Of course, some salt is nice, Maldon, flaky salt, or sea salt. So we're going to go ahead and sprinkle it with a little bit of salt.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Okay, our chili has been cooking for about 30 minutes.
That looks amazing.
Right? And we're just gonna, I like using like really dark chocolate, like 80% chocolate here, because I want to get that cocoa flavor, that bitter flavor, It's not here, we're not trying to make it taste chocolatey. We're just trying to give it different notes of flavor, okay?
Okay, so, I like that, different notes. Okay, so we're just like melting it in to our chili.
Yes.
Very Mexican. They use a lot of chocolate in their sauces.
Yeah. So we're going to add some lime juice now, and I love this trick because sometimes it's really hard to juice a lime. People put it in the microwave, which I never like to do, or roll it to get the juices flowing. But this is a really cool trick. You take a pair of tongs and stick your
yeah.
lime inside and squeeze.
Oh, that's cool.
It's so good. Okay, awesome. You're gonna let that cook down a little bit more. Really with chili, the longer it cooks, the better it is. So.
Okay, so we've been cooking this for about 30 minutes or so?
It's nice and thick, look at that.
Ah. I'm so excited to eat this.
And you know, for me, chili is all about the topping. So like corn, vegan sour cream, guacamole.
Oh, you had me at guacamole.
All the toppings. But for now, we're good with the tostones.
Okay.
So that's really exciting.
Here, I'm gonna take some too. All right.
Well, this is a serving bowl.
No, that's
Are
your
you eating?
serving.
Am I eating this much chili?
Yeah, we're gonna do this together. Okay. Cheers, man.
So hearty. Really good.
This is
Spicy.
amazing.
You get the chocolate, right?
You get the chocolate, the spice, the flavor, the heat, the sweet, like everything. This is like a flavor bomb. I love it. Honey, this was so much fun.
Thank you so much for having me. I love cooking with you.
This was great.
Next time at my house.
For recipes like this and more, go to kosher.com. 2 pieces of parchment paper and a... Honey, thank you so
No, wait. 1 second.